moi qui viennent chercher. Les esprits des morts viennent me chercher. Je vous attends, bande d'enculés. Ah!
The cap. Did you take it with him? So stressful. I couldn't even read the subtitles. I was so intent on hitting that button. Welcome back to Medan. So last time we got started and we got a decent chunk of the way into this game. These characters are all alive, which is amazing. But they are in danger. They're on this ship that is just full of tetanus, and as Conrad said, it hit an iceberg, which I don't think is actually the case. Having said that, I'm eager to get going. I'm sure we'll finish the game in this video. There's a few secrets that we haven't checked out or we haven't seen the updates. A map of water purification plant. Someone has labeled it with various military buildings. This water purification plant was a cover for a military facility. Instructions for the crew to anchor the ship and assist with search and rescue. A member of the crew has jumped aboard. Yeah, like willingly, almost like Conrad did.
What the hell was wrong with you back there? Brad, you lost your shit, like big time. You almost killed me.
What? What are you talking? Come on, no, come on, that's ridiculous.
What the fuck is going on with this ship? Because I gotta be honest, it feels like there's some like evil, like literal evil going on down there.
Let's just stay calm and relatively sane about this, okay?
The stuff I saw, it's like there were these old soldiers. They were bodies. They were dead, but then they came alive and...
That doesn't sound that crazy right about now.
I saw something. This old lady. I mean, she was batshit crazy, like dinosaur old. Not that that's a bad thing, but she just like up and vanished on me.
Alex wasn't the only Alex.
What are you talking about?
There were things walking around with his face on them. Alex's face. It was horrifying.
Julia, I'd never hurt you. You know that, right?
No, I know. It's just...
Let's time out, okay? This place is too fucked up to just be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, something is going on here. So what do we know for sure that we can all agree on?
Where's the gold? Is this a ghost ship? Let's go with baffled. Where's the gold?
Did you see the gold? Anything?
Manchurian gold isn't actually gold. It's a fucking chemical and it's leaking all over cargo hold too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't exactly what our friendly fishermen are expecting either. This should go over well.
Unsettled. Where are the crew or what's happening on this ship? We know what happened to the crew. They're dead. What's happened on the ship?
What do you think actually happened to this place?
Wish I knew.
I saw 1947 on the newspaper.
I found a logbook belonging to one of the crew. Sounds like the ship went through a real rager of a storm.
Fearful or suspicious? Again, it's not a ghost ship. We know that. But we're the player.
This whole place reeks of weird. Dirty, stinky, weird. And I don't like it.
It's like this place is stuck in a perpetual bad feeling machine.
Good words there. Unsettled where the crew is a ghost ship. So we're repeating the same questions, right? Like, let's say nothing.
We know more than we did before.
Fair.
That's something at least.
We're wasting time. Whatever we do, we have to do it now.
Time to get off this ship.
We're not going anywhere without the distributor cap. The Duke needs it to run.
Hold on. This ship's gotta have a radio.
But
If
it
we
doesn't
can
work.
find it and use it,
That's great, but do you think it still works?
Oh.
just need to find a way up there.
Because we found the paperwork that said that it doesn't work. Or it wasn't at the time, unless that was also a hallucination. Oh, great. Anything? Let's see.
We gotta get off this damn ship.
No shit. I think we're speaking clinically, totally effed.
Not the words I would use, but I don't disagree. It's again like 50 caliber. I think this would like.
I know it
all these
sounds
big
crazy, but maybe it was these guns that took down the plane from our dive.
That's what a lot of those big ships use, that 50 caliber. Well, but again, if the people on this ship were hallucinating, the airplane was coming to save them, but they wouldn't know that, not if they're hallucinating, so they might have taken it down out of like fear, right? Just like if Bliss had been hallucinating, could she have taken out Brad? Just like he tried to take her out. They haven't quite pieced it together yet. Like, we as a player, it's easier for us because we've seen everything from all of their point of views. We've seen that they're unreliable narrators, right?
Could have used these if they weren't Swiss cheese.
But to go where? At least, like, the Duke is, like, directional things. I mean, that is inherently one of the very scary things about hallucinations, is once you begin to question what's real and what's not, it begins to be very scary about, like, what you'll do, not do.
Find a way up? Sadly, no, but I'll keep my eyes open.
This way? Well, we can.
Oh, damn.
Gas mask instructions. Do not panic. Remain calm and clearly shout gas, gas, gas to warn everyone in the vicinity. Hold your breath. So, do we need a gas mask? Mask does not crumble. There may be a leak. I didn't know that. So maybe like that person figured it out. Should have a gas mask on. Just didn't quite shout gas, gas, gas.
Hey, a little help over here.
So much like sharp metal. How is this ship still floating?
I think this is our way up. Give me
I
a
hope so.
I'll pull you up.
I'll be a quick time. Okay. It's like I'm relaxing for just a second. Can you imagine how much you'd want to shower after something like this? Oh, if one of them hurts their friends because of the hallucinations. Can you imagine the guilt from that? Like, that's a lot of trauma, too. At that point, it doesn't matter if it was because of the hallucinations.
This is where I chased Conrad before.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar.
Especially the sibling. You come back from that. I mean, you can deal with that trauma, but, like,
Over here.
I imagine other people wouldn't see you the same way, and, like, that's a lot to deal with. And, like, would other people believe that there were these hallucinations? That would be a lot of trauma to work with. And of course, that is something that, like, we can through. Apparently, our logbook. A lot of this pen.
Last log shows him caught in a storm.
A lot of this pen. It didn't quite make it. Weather continues to deteriorate. Oh, is there... I keep forgetting to check if there's another page. Let's look again. I also just noticed the flashlight is like cow print. Nope. Just that. I just really wanted to do the second time. It's that good of a logbook. Okay, that's door. I don't want to go through a door quite yet. I don't know if that's going to lead you to the next part. Study. There's another door. Ooh, yes, painting. Black painting. Thing. I mean, that is technically death. Let's go this way. This is like the captain's area?
Found the radio yet?
No, but there's gotta be a radio on this ship. There has to be.
I'm not exactly confident about our chances of surviving.
Something's wrong here. If you were headed to San Francisco, you'd be crazy to take this route.
It's almost like they didn't want anyone to know they were coming.
Like hide and seek out in the ocean?
Well, a lot of it has been talking about like secrecy, military stuff. What's this?
Ship was blown off course, cloud cover was bad. They couldn't establish a position.
Well, there's another door back here. I keep hearing like static, so that makes me wonder if the radio's there. Which also kind of implies that the radio's working. Can I go through this door? Okay. Nope. Okay, what about the other door? I mean, Conrad might have shut them behind him. That makes logical sense. This door? This door? Yeah, because if Conrad came running through here, and Fliss, makes sense that they would be locked. So going back through here wasn't that productive. But at least we know that now. Okay, so there's this door off to the right. Come on.
Take a look.
No freaking way. This thing actually still works?
Well, radio science hasn't changed much in 70 years, as long as there's power.
I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, how do we know there's... Like, how is there still power?
Ah, it's working.
It's a number station.
I said...
Military bandwidth.
Let's ask them for help. Hey! Hey! Is anyone out there hearing this? Hello? Holy shit! We got him!
Frantic or instructive? Let's be instructive.
If you can hear us, we're on a ship, an old freighter. Our coordinates are approximately 12 degrees 30 minutes south, 151 degrees 20 minutes west. Please get here now. We need help.
Please repeat. Please repeat. Over.
Anxious or panicked? Anxious implies less
freighter, abandoned, huge, and old. Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? Please, come in!
Anxious implied calmer than panicked against to me.
Yo, guys, check it out.
This has got to lead somewhere. Maybe we can find a way to get the power back.
We need to get that radio working.
I think someone should wait here in case a message comes through.
I gotta be honest. I don't think I'm gonna make it down there in my shape.
I'll go, obviously.
I can do this. I should be the one to go.
Hey, little bro.
What's up?
I'm thinking you might deserve a promotion. How's medium bro sound?
What are you talking about?
You stepped up to the plate. Put yourself right in the line of fire.
You're kind of mixing metaphors there.
Not if the picture's a machine gun. I'm impressed. Seriously.
So what do you think?
Encouraging. Forceful. Encourage. None of these are good.
Hey.
None.
If you're sure you're up for it, I believe you got it, bro.
I'm coming too.
Hey, what? Julia, no.
You're not my bodyguard. I can take care of myself.
Whoa, whoa. If Julia says she can handle it, she can handle it. Case closed.
Okay, Julia. It's you and I.
It's like your girlfriend and your brother, and then they fall. Right? That's great. That wouldn't be painful to watch at all. What bearings changed? Need to know. Get a kitchen knife. Found a knife. We chose to keep it after getting out of the water. Something that looked like Alice grabbed it and chased us. They were able to escape from the thing that looked like Alice. Okay. Military bandwidth. Bliss found a captain's hat with the name ending in G and then Medan after it. The group discovered a radio and made contact with a military station. They gave their coordinates. Okay. We are still missing one. I don't know how I feel about that. Distributor cap. Brad and Julia went down the hole in the radio room. So this will determine what happens at the distributor cap. Fuck. There's no good options. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like life, but not great.
Any broken bones? Everything still work?
Everyone okay?
Nervous or hopeful? Let's be hopeful.
We're okay.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna have to find the generator. If we can get it started, we can power up the radio.
Okay, we'll wait here by the radio. Here.
Is Bliss okay with that? So if Conrad hadn't stood up to them so much in the beginning,
Hey.
Conrad had volunteered to go down the hole. Because the reason why he didn't was because he was so beat up.
After you.
Guessing
Wait.
these are the lower levels of the ship.
Oh, nothing. This is where we go. I was like, I need to explore everything. Sick bay. Oh, this is where we were in the very beginning. Okay, so can we go in? Oh. Oh, this is the safe that we tried to open, and we couldn't. Medical officers report minutes of meeting between Scientist X, Dr. Bishop, and Tom Palmer, Sergeant Peter Wood, observing an X for meeting with our team, and says we can mutually learn the same thing. The Western world must be protected from. The United States has been aware of certain agencies investigating the chemical, biological agents in warfare. Our acts limited by the Geneva Protocol. have experiments we were unable to. Describes an investigation during to test the effects on human subjects of the molecular structure, or the molecule crystal structure hallucinogens, codenamed Manchurian gold, chemical mutagens battle. It was something minor observed to trigger significant hallucinations. Men highly convinced subjects seeing and hearing things that weren't really there. Even the danger was manifold. So basically that means that this was so secretive because, like, this type of biological warfare is illegal with the Geneva Protocol. And so the United States did it anyways. I guess, as you do. And that's why it was so secretive. Because, like, that's, like, super no bueno. And they knew the result of it. Like, it had already been tested. Again, not great. Like, none of this is great. But, like, super not great. But it was already tested. They already knew what it would do. They knew it would cause hallucinations. And, like, the effects that hallucinations can cause. Hence why it's labeled a biological, like, weapon. And that's why it had the poison symbol on it. And hence the secrecy. Like, all these things are connected in that way. It's like they knew. Like, that purposeful deception implied something. Okay. Well, we can look at this again.
Some sort of altercation. 10 days in the brig. Wow. Must have really blown his lid to get that kind of time.
All's not great. I'm sure war is a factor as well. The war being over and being forced to be so secretive despite the war being over, right? I think that's what some of those notes were talking about too. This idea that, like, the war is over. Why do we have to still be so secretive?
I guess there was a guy named Joe in sickbay. I wish I could actually, enjoy this.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, in any other circumstance, this place would be the coolest place to explore, like ever.
I'm gonna say no. Not at all.
Says the girl who couldn't wait to dive a wreck.
Shut up.
Yeah, but, like, this character, Brad, was, like, loved World War II, right? That's why he, like, investigated all this shit. It's like, yeah, it would be cool to explore. So here's Joe's kid.
Might have been the son of somebody on board.
We have the doctor. Oh, we have something else here. It's not just things we've already seen. Patterson. Says mild neuroses. Disability is not the result of his misconduct. Was incurred in duty, I'm assuming. Assisted prior to enlistment? No. It's a condition for service. Full future duration temporary. That he be closely monitored and referred back to medical checking. So, like, mild neuroses. Neuroses is such an old term, but is that like what they would have, if somebody was experiencing the hallucination super early on, went in for treatment, is that what they would have diagnosed this as? Like, mild neuroses. Ugh, neuroses is such an old term. As far as I know, like, facts are as follows. I saw Private Patterson today, attended sickbay during the I observed signs of severe distress, consistent with evidence of panic I observed in the same soldier watch duty earlier this week. Oh, I just realized when Joe had them, like, looking at him and saying sedation, maybe that was real. It could have been a hallucination too, but maybe that was real. Just like with this, right? I requested Patterson see me today as I believe his panic to be accompanied by vivid and disturbing memories. Okay, so they're basically saying this isn't hallucinations. Because I don't think we usually jump to the conclusion that these things are hallucinations. Kind of like this is trauma. Trauma wouldn't have been the historical, like they wouldn't have said the word trauma at the time. It would have been, God, World War II would have been, not shell shock. Shell shock would have been like World War I. that's gonna bother me, but I don't know. But this idea of like our knowledge of trauma and mental health in general changes over time, which means sometimes these terms change over time. In fact, they usually change over time. Past, he managed to continue his duties. Symptoms appear to alleviate after his guard shift. So yeah, like as he leaves the area and is not exposed to this toxin, the symptoms go away. We saw that with Fliss and like the fresh air. Claims these symptoms are very unusual for him. Hope so. Patterson is a fit and healthy man. 25 years of no known medical conditions and an exemplary military career. He was unable to calm down during the course of our meeting and test for speech reactions, memory, and decision making. Clear case of Kossar. There's also sometimes this attitude within the military of like, sometimes hiding away stuff because it may mean that we're not fit for duty. And that can have an impact on how we go about treating things or like seeking treatment. Because it's like, well, I don't want to seek treatment and get a diagnosis that means I'm not fit for duty. So that kind of can create this culture within the military about like physical health, but mental health. Or am I supposed to? Which means a lot of things may not be addressed, which would be really hard too. Assuming we go through the episodes, just checking it before. Up, down. Ooh, this always feels so fine.
Here, come check this out. Look, down there. Looks like the engine room.
Good place to find a generator, right?
And missed.
The ladder's broken off here. I think I can just...
Wait! Are you okay?
Yeah, all good. Just come down.
Don't make heels like that. Oh, that's better.
Oh gosh!
What's up?
That it was. Wait, didn't you see it?
Hello?
Okay, so I'm seeing things, but you're not. Okay, so follow my thinking here. We know this ship was carrying the Manchurian gold, but that was really some sort of hallucinogenic bioweapon developed in China during World War II.
Yes.
And we know that it was super unstable and it leaked all over the ship. So maybe it's still here?
Yes.
Maybe it hasn't dispersed after 70 years and it's
Yes.
having the same effect on us, you know? Paranoid hallucinations.
Yes.
All this crazy shit we're seeing, none of it's real.
The crew was hallucinating.
Yes.
We know they were scared of something, and the officers thought it was just a bunch of jumpy GIs trying to get out of guard duty.
This isn't
Yes.
a ghost ship, it's a floating bioweapon.
Yes.
This couldn't have anything to do with the plane wreck we dived.
I mean, maybe there was a connection? Maybe they made contact? It's a theory, I guess.
Oh, God. All right, let's get going.
And then the danger is you still have no way to test reality, right? Like that's a danger with this. Then the other danger is the other people in our group don't know that that's what's going on. Because if you are hallucinating, let's say you try to, let's say our character, let's pause this. Let's say our character, Brad, tries to ask Julia, like, hey, was that real? If we are hallucinating to a certain extent, would we hallucinate her response, right? Like there's no way to actually like test reality when we're talking about this. Like that's a problem. We do know that like fresh air helps, like clearing out the air. We know it's like airborne. Okay. It's an engine works thing. It's arranged. Which way am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, I can go this way. Oh my gosh, I can go both ways.
You know what I miss right now?
Dry clothes?
Yeah.
A cocoa. Marshmallows. Pizza. Sour chicken. Hot stick. Look, a dead body. Ah, that's a thing.
What do you think?
I don't like
it's
it.
dead.
Someone attacked that corpse recently. Too recently.
How do you know that? Comforting. Whoever did this is gone or concerned. They could be anywhere. I mean, they could be anywhere. They could have a sledgehammer.
Yeah. It could be anywhere.
We're just wasting time. Let's go.
How do you know it was recent? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, that's a good one? The good one, too, also showed the driver thing for the ship being broken, so... doesn't feel good. I guess to me that feels like our only escape, then, would be being rescued. Because otherwise, like, how do we get off the ship?
Look at this!
The rebreather!
Only one.
The fisherman must have brought it over from the Duke of Milan.
You think it still works?
Looks like it's got a little juice left. Maybe a couple of minutes. Should we bring it with us? I mean, it's heavy.
It's just gonna slow us down.
Quiet. Assertive. Yeah, let's be assertive. Take it with us.
Crazy? Half the ship is submerged. It could be a lifesaver.
Would that work with the gas?
Je sais ce que t'essaies de faire. De quoi tu parles? Tu veux me tuer? Hein? Mais c'est moi qui vais te tuer. Dis-moi seulement où est ce putain d'or?
T'as perdu la tête ou quoi? Non. Je t'en prie. Non.
Je t'ai dit de la fermer, sale menteur! Ferme ta gueule de merde! Tu dis n'importe quoi! Tout ce que tu racontes, c'est des conneries! Alors, ferme ta sale gueule de merde!
French isn't funny anymore.
Écoute-moi. Non. Fais pas ça.
Je t'avais dit de fermer ta gueule!
Oh, fuck.
Shut up, Julia. Shut up.
Maintenant, c'est moi qui viens me chercher. Les esprits des morts viennent me chercher. Je vous attends, bande d'enculés. Ah!
Where's the cap? Did you take it with him? So stressful. I couldn't even read the subtitles. I was so intent on hitting that button. I didn't even fully read this. I need to breathe. Shit. Run or inspect. Run. Run, run, run.
Got a split. Holy shit.
Again, we can't trust what we see. Shit.
There's no use hiding. You little fucks. What's the problem with sharing all that gold, eh? There must be plenty of that to go around, more than enough. And we're all in this together, right? Trying to cut me out of the deal? You can't have all the gold. And I'm to be left here to die. But I am the captain. I am in control. And I am the one that says who goes and who stays. Ah.
He's breathing down our necks. Please tell me you have an escape plan.
Disturbed, we gotta get the hell away from... Or assertive, we can't risk moving. We do have to get away from him. He has a sledgehammer.
This guy's like crazy unpredictable. We better get the hell away from him right freaking now.
Run! Fucking run!
He's unpredictable, but he's predictable at taking the distributor cap with him. Oh no.
Lock it! Oh my god, lock it! Are we safe? Please tell me we're safe.
Oh. Yeah, totally. I mean, these doors are meant to withstand all sorts of
They're 40 years old.
stuff.
Okay. None of you move. None of you go all changing on me now. Turn around. Slow. Real slow.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Not changing. None of that. Raise your hands up. Slow.
Can't guarantee we won't change.
Not like that. I said no changing.
Just put the gun down. Nobody has to get hurt.
You think I wanted to hurt anybody? I didn't get a choice in this, did I? It's in you too, isn't it? Isn't it now? Ah, not again! It's all gone changing on me!
What? What's changing?
Stay away! Stay back from the mist!
What? There's no mist, man!
Don't breathe it! Don't breathe the mist!
Curious or skeptical? Why can't we breathe the mist? Yeah, curious.
Why can't we breathe the mist? What does it do?
It's life. Bringing things to life that shouldn't be alive. It's inside now. Inside with us now.
Please
Smart.
just calm down.
Stop! Stop! It's in one of us, isn't it?
Put the gun down, now!
Why would you say that? Why are you telling me what to do? Yeah, you breathed in the mist.
No.
It's happening.
No.
I can feel it.
Worried or dismissive? Worried.
Okay, all right, look, there was, something back there. Maybe a mist or a fog, maybe?
I knew it. I told you. Did you breathe it in?
No. No.
No, look, we held our breath. We did not breathe any of that stuff.
Oh, really? I know you're all fancy divers, but you expect me to buy that?
The rebreather. It's proof.
We've
The
been
rebreather.
down here for hours. You've been holding your breath this whole time. You're holding your breath right now.
Wait. We have a rebreather
Yes.
from our boat.
What?
We've been using it to get the mist out of us. You know, we could use it on you too, okay?
No. You keep that thing away from me. Oh, God. It's in me. I got the mist in me, don't I? It's in me, isn't it?
No.
I can feel it swirling around in there.
Content warnings.
It's changing me.
Content warnings.
Inside.
Grab pistol or distract. Distract. There's no good option.
I can't see it. You're all right, man. There's no mist.
Stop! Stop lying! You can all see it in me, can't you? You're all just lying, and the mist is inside. Keep me alive!
Content warnings.
Hey, man, come on. Just put the...
Oh no.
Oh, fucking shit.
Shit.
You check the bullets and then just throw it down. Oh, the last one is Junior. Brad and Julia found the rebreather and decided to take it with them. They managed to hold on to it even when Olsen chased them. They convinced Junior that the mist must be inside himself. Junior. Oh. So all of these have been started somehow. The locks must have been to keep Italy secret. Caskets isn't clear why they were such a tight guard. Maybe he's new. I thought we already knew that. From China to San Francisco. They did not know their location when they anchored. Navigator's notebook describing events during the ship's voyage. Storm had blown the ship up. The rumor started when someone who had suffered combat and operational stress reaction. Oh, is that what they would have called the PTSD at the time in World War II? No. Doesn't mean anything, but that was something else. Shell shock was gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me so much. Oh. No, that's right. I was thinking of the term battle fatigue. Combat and operational stress reaction. I was thinking of battle fatigue. Stress. Yeah, so basically PTSD as we know it today. Or, like, trauma. So they thought the hallucinations were from trauma because they didn't know what they were carrying. The bodies in the caskets are the result of human experimentation. That's great. Orders detailing what is to happen to the bodies being transported in the caskets. The orders state that the bodies are the results of human experimentation by a hostile power during World War II. The wires dangling the solution of Tyrian gold. Oops. This crew attacked the B-29 due to hallucinations. So many of these are connected, so when one updates, like all of them update. Okay. They don't know about the hallucinations.
Wait by the radio.
Why?
I'm gonna check the next level. There might be some more gear down there we can use. I'm not going far. Just wait by the radio.
I'm gonna hang back here as well.
It's not great. Shit. I am fucking shocked I have not missed those.
Bliss, come here! Just stay by the radio. Don't, run away.
I wouldn't dream.
He hasn't really been running away. Oh, but she chased him because of the
big
hallucination.
guy. He had the distributor cap. We gotta go after him.
Wait, that's the curator in the background. He keeps appearing. I want to see if there's a room off to the right. I guess I...
This must have been what we just heard.
Oh no, what's that?
Doesn't matter. We need that distributor cap. Here! He had to have come this way.
Desperate people, though. Probably not the kind of people you want to cross.
Holy crap. Look at that shit. There he is.
Scared.
Sure.
Scared people too, you don't. Shit.
Oh, boy. There's something here.
Great. All of this is great. Optical sledgehammer.
I'm not gonna make this jump, Alex. I'll have to find another way around.
So wait. Well, Olsen is gone. So we just have to find him for the distributor cap? Very dramatic music. Uh-oh. That was our brother. Of course, but they restrict your movement around the planet, so it may prove difficult to look for Jones. Your primary objective is clear. For your secondary objective when you reach your destination is to locate Jones and his men. Get back home. You must be vigilant and very concerned with your personal safety at all times. Your country is behind you. Top secret. Military intelligence has indicated that Sergeant Jones survived his platoon of missing during a reconnaissance mission at the water purification plant. Are they the people that were experimented on? Wow.
Fuck!
There's the cat.
Look at that. Sometimes you just get lucky.
I don't know if we're gonna be that lucky. This feels too ominous. Almost too easy. Ew, did you really have to do that? Oh no. Oh. Oh no. No. No, no. I think it's a friend. Bewildered. Who are you?
What? Who are you?
No. No, neither.
Hey, it's okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fliss.
Gotcha.
Should brush it off like we didn't almost just kill him like a companion. We're like ourselves. Oh my god, this game is so much anxiety. Shit, did everybody survive? Holy shit.
All right. Let's try it.
Don't be mean and give me a QTE right now. Holy cow.
That fucker that took our boat, he thought there was gold. He wanted the gold. That's all this was about. Manchurian gold. Well, that turned out to be quite a bit different than we expected.
You know, I just keep going over it and over it, and it doesn't make any sense, you know? Just... And I know what I saw. I just don't believe in whatever it was that I saw.
I saw Alex. It wasn't Alex, it was someone else. But they looked just like Alex, and he was sneering at me.
Fucking rich kids.
So, does anybody else feel like knocking back a Frosty? This guy?
God.
Yeah.
God, everybody survived. Holy shit. Fuck yeah. I feel pretty darn proud of myself. Now you can judge me. I will receive your judgment now. I saw you like 5 times.
Congratulations. All your charges are still breathing, and that's something, I suppose. Things became a little intense, but Alex kept his nerve. Well done, Alex. Well done, you. It's all about decisions, isn't it? Decisions made in a hurry, in a panic, made with the heart instead of the head, or vice versa. Sometimes those decisions take a long time to have repercussions. But there are repercussions. There are always repercussions. Till we meet again. Maybe in Little Hope, maybe somewhere else. But be certain, we will meet again. It's inevitable.
The curator certainly has an air about them. The next game is called Little Hope. I can't believe all the characters survived. The only thing I really remember about like my previous playthrough is that Julia went up really fast from the diving expedition, and you don't see the consequences of that until the very, very end. And I played it on console, and you see the achievements that pop up, and the achievement that popped up was like all the boys survived. And it's like, what? Why all the boys? Why not all the girls? And it's because the consequence of that choice of coming up too quickly doesn't happen until the very, very end. You're driving off in the boat, and that is when Julia dies. It is such a sneaky way to have that choice not have an impact until the very end. And it's so sneaky. I really like the game overall. There's a lot of content warnings in the sense of like death or whatever, but a lot of it also depends on the choices that you make. I mean, it's inherently kind of a violent game. I personally like it, for what I've said before, because I like that there's this replayability to it. I like being able to have a game and go back and make different choices and have it play out entirely differently. I think with this game, there are technically over 60 different ways that the characters can die. How original those deaths are, I don't know. Because, you know, you can technically say those things can happen, but, you know, again, how original are they? But I find that to me, it adds more of the replayability to it. Or even, again, a challenge as far as being able to play it and say, well, this time I'm only, you know, going to kill off this character, which sounds awful to say that. But these are inherently video game characters. As far as the mental health aspect of it goes, I like how it does play into this idea of, like, what is reality? When we are struggling with hallucinations, like, this is inherently a thing where it's like, how do I test what is real, what is not real? And we rely on our senses so much for that. We rely on what we see, what we hear. If I'm asking someone about, like, what is real, I'm relying on my sense of hearing or my sense of vision, what I see, to give me that information. And we are struggling with hallucinations or delusions or psychosis. Inherently, that means that I cannot trust those senses. And sometimes I don't see that I can't trust them. So we have some characters who've learned about the fact that they're hallucinations. So they know that they can't trust their own senses. Somewhat, kind of depends on the characters. But other characters don't know that that's a thing. So we can see this dichotomy of how some characters have learned that, and they've kind of seen that play out, depending on how you play it, I guess. But then with the bad guys, the pirates, so to speak, they don't know that. So they're trusting everything they see, everything that happens ahead of time. And that's an interesting thing to kind of play with. I think the only thing that can kind of be disappointing is that it is a trope to have video games where it's like, surprise, it was a hallucination. I think it would have been slightly more interesting if the game had added something at the end that had made it so you could question, like, is this a hallucination or is it not? And I've said this before, that I like games where there's technically two different ways that you can interpret it. And I think that adding that would have made the storytelling just a little sweeter. So it wasn't technically falling into that trope in my mind of, oh look, surprise, it's a hallucination. Because that trope is used quite a bit. And then it could have been, Was it a hallucination or was it a ghost? Oh no. A bunch of military men. Like, modern weapons being exposed to this biochemical. Where, like, the military forgot it existed.
This thing just sent out an SOS. Guess we got a real life ghost ship here, huh? Whoa. What the hell is this?
Death. In the military records of this ship, though, granted you have to have a certain level of clearance, but
What the fuck?
and this is like a trailer for Little Hope.
I just saw someone in the woods.
Whoever it was, they're gone.
Okay, very good. Who's there?
I fashioned her with my own hand.
I do appreciate that they usually put a trailer for the next one in the anthology at the end of their games. So Little Hope is already out. I will be playing it next. I really like this overall, like this series, this anthology. I like the way they've kind of approached it overall too. I feel like they've done better with their character designs too, as far as having the characters look realistic without it being as much Uncanny Valley. But I would love to hear your thoughts on the video and the game, and I will see you guys next time in Little Hope, at least for this series.